Hey there! Ever get stuck wondering if you should say she called I or she called me? Well, you're not alone. But what if I told you there's one super simple rule that will help you get it right every single time? Let's dive in and make this easy.
Okay, let's just start with this sentence right here. She called I. Go on, try saying it out loud. It just feels a little clunky, doesn't it? Something's not quite right.
Yeah, your grammar instincts are probably buzzing right now, telling you that something is definitely off. And that's a good thing, because we're about to fix it, and you're going to see just how simple the solution is.
All right, first things first. To get this right, we just need to think about two different roles in a sentence. I call them the doers and the receivers.
It's really as simple as it sounds. The doer is the one who, well, does the action. They're the subject. The receiver is the one who has the action done to them. Kind of like a game of catch. One person is the doer, they throw the ball, and the other person is the receiver. They catch it.
So check this out. Our pronouns actually change depending on which job they have. If I'm the one doing the action, I use I. But if I'm on the receiving end, I flips and becomes me. Same thing for he. When he's the doer, he's he, but as a receiver, he becomes him. And it works just like that all the way down. She becomes her, we becomes us, and they becomes them. Just a quick switch from doer to receiver.
Okay, now that you've got the idea of doers and receivers, it's time for the part that's going to make everything just click. This is what I call the one golden rule.
So let's just put an official name on it. An object pronoun is simply the word we use when a person or thing is the receiver of the action. They aren't doing anything, they're just letting the action happen to them.
And here it is. This is all you have to remember. If a pronoun comes right after an action word, a verb, it has to be an object pronoun. And if a pronoun comes right after a little connecting word like to, for, or with, what we call a preposition, it also has to be an object pronoun. That's it. After a verb or after a preposition. That's the whole secret.
Okay, enough talk. Let's see how this golden rule works out in the wild. Time to see the rule in action.
Let's start with a really simple sentence. We know them. Let's break it down. Who's the doer here? We. What's the action? Know. And who's receiving that action of knowing? Them. And notice where them is. It's sitting right after the verb, know. That's our golden rule at work. You would never say, we know they, would you? It just sounds wrong.
Okay, here's a slightly different one for you. This gift is for her. So what's happening this time? The pronoun her isn't following an action word. Instead, it's right after that tiny little word for, which is a preposition. And our golden rule says any pronoun after a preposition has to be an object pronoun. So we say for her, not for she. It's so simple, right?
All right, you get the concept, you know the golden rule. Now it's your turn to put it to the test. Let's do a little practice.
Okay, first one. I want to talk to John. If we swap out John for a pronoun, what would we say? I want to talk to. Take a second.
The answer is him. Did you get it right? Of course you did. The pronoun comes right after the preposition to, so it absolutely has to be the object pronoun him. See? The rule just works.
Let's try another one. The teacher called Pablo and Maria. How would you replace Pablo and Maria with just one pronoun? The teacher called...
And the answer is them. Them is right after the verb called, so it has to be the object pronoun. You are absolutely getting the hang of this.
Okay, last one. What's the right choice here? Give the book to we or give the book to us?
Of course, it's us. That's the one. Once again, the pronoun is following the preposition to, so we have to use the object form. Fantastic work.
So if you remember just one single thing from our little chat today, let it be this. This is the key that unlocks it all. If a pronoun comes after an action verb or a preposition, you have to use the object form. Me, him, her, us, them. And that brings us all the way back to the beginning. That awkward sentence, she called I, is wrong because I comes right after the verb called. So now you know the correct sentence is, of course, she called me. You've got the golden rule now. So my final question to you is, how are you going to use it today?